Hello all. This is just kind of a video I kind of got asked about by a couple of cousins and some friends of mine who really just kind of to know what I have. I have a pretty large collection of things. Some not a lot of valuable things per se, just action figures I've collected over the years. And especially recently, like the last couple of years, I've really got back into collecting action figures and things I've wanted. So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the tote boxes I have. I don't have room to display everything, so a lot of my collection kind of gets bagged and put in totes until, one day I have a little bit more room. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and just start off. I'm not going to go into too much detail of every little thing. It kind of a quick, like, hey, I have this, and then the next thing, here I have that. What you'll notice is at the start, it'll be a lot of newer stuff. And that's because when I put it in the tote, the new stuff just tends to pile up more on the top, and the older stuff is kind of at the bottom. So you'll notice a lot of newer things, and then as I work through this first box, you'll probably going towards the bottom notice older stuff. So let me kind of get this set up, see if I can kind of go. Some of these are older toys I bought. Some of them are toys that I've had since I was a kid, and I just kept them in good shape. Some of them are toys I rebought. I used to have them. They either broke or I got rid of them, and then I rebought them. So just going to try to go through a quick thing. A couple of these are little older things that I do have. I kind of found them, and I went ahead and I bagged and board them. Or not bag and board, not comic books, but I just kind of bagged them, kept them, safe and good keeping and everything. But right off the bat, I have a few old G.I. Joes. First up, I think this was the first one I ever had, and it's just a regular, like, roadblock, little roadblock. He's got in this one he's kind of got more of a LMG as opposed to, like, the big minigun, but is what it is. And then, of course, after him, there's Storm Shadow. Just an old Storm Shadow I have. An old Snake Eyes. And yes, I kept the cards. The little ID cards. Of course, the old rat bastard himself, Cobra Commander. I got a Destro. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know what line these are from. I know these are probably from at least the early 2000s, so they're not, I guess they're vintage in that regard, but they're not like the 80s G.I. Joes or anything. And then, of course, where'd it go? I just had it in my head. Last one is Duke here. So I've got Duke. And then, let's see, what else is there here? Any more Joes? I think those are the only Joes I really have. Some other small things. I liked, when they first really started making them, I was a big fan of the Marvel, they were like the little Marvel Legends 3 3/4 line. I was a big fan of those, so I have a lot of those kind of just scattered around in here. A couple, I have a Namor. I have Ronan from Hawkeye's time as Ronan. Again, like I said, you're just going to see a smattering of stuff. There's not a whole lot of... When I get to the wrestling toy box, all the wrestling toys are in, that's a little bit more organized. These are just, you're going to see random things thrown together. I bought this at a Walgreens here not that long ago. Cosmic Spider-Man. Got all his alternate stuff. I think this is a build-a-figure for Vulture. There's a big Vulture wing in there. Another one I found at Walgreens here, I just bought because it was there. Black Knight. This is a random figure that I remember getting because I initially really liked this movie, and over time I still think it's a good movie, but not as good as I remember it being in a lot of ways. There's little subtle changes about it I never liked, but I have Ozymandias from the Watchmen movie. I think these are DC Direct. Could be wrong. I have an old Mego style Shazam. I did not buy this, I just got it as a gift. I like Captain Marvel. I know they call him Shazam now, I still call him Captain Marvel. And I want to say my little brother got this for me a long time ago, so I've always kept it for that reason. That goes to another thing, so I will show that off a little bit later. I bought the Walmart exclusive Stay Puft, the re-release. He looks great. I just love it. Another one, got Slimer, that re-release. And I did eventually, I wasn't going to, but because my Walmart had so many of them, they did not sell well here in my area like they do in other places, which is why I tend to get a little bit lucky with some exclusives. I just think, you know, it's not the biggest town in the world, so it's, a lot of people just don't know about it. But I did eventually get all 4 of the classic cartoon Ghostbusters that were Walmart exclusive a while back. So, got all 4 of those. So I got that whole set of Walmart exclusive stuff. Another random Walgreens sign. We have 2 Walgreens, so I'll go back and forth and kind of look for stuff. Especially when there's like an exclusive. Like I've been wanting that Silver Centurion Iron Man. Can't find him anywhere, but oh well. I believe this is a version of the Scarlet Spider. I think specifically Kane. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's Kane. I like the suit. I know some people don't, but I don't know why I like that suit. And I don't think it was a Walgreens exclusive. I think this is part of the main line, but I bought it anyways just because it was there and it was like $10 or something like that. Another Watchmen movie thing I bought just because I thought this one really looked cool. It's Hollis Mason Night Owl. Let's see here. Another Marvel 3 3/4 line. I think this one's part of a box set. And I can't remember where the other ones are. Let me see if I can find the other ones and then I'll show that one. Before that, Walgreens exclusive Infamous Iron Man. So we got him going. A lot of Star Wars. I don't collect smaller Star Wars toys, the vintage toys. I know that's big for a lot of people. I prefer the Black Series. You know, I like the more detail and everything. This one is from the Chewbacca 3PO 2-pack Amazon exclusive. So that's the Chewbacca I've been rocking with. Let me see here. A couple more Star Wars Black figures. I got Light Side Revan and Dark Side Revan. So I got both of those. In one of the other boxes on top of the closet, I do have the new Nihilus as well. I'll get to that in a different video, probably not this one. Yeah, this little series of me showing my stuff is probably going to be quite a few videos, just because I only have like 15 minutes to spare for YouTube. So I'll have to separate this into a bunch of parts. This is an Arkham City Nightwing. In hindsight, I regret buying this just because there's been better Nightwing since then, even in the Arkham toy line. But I think that was the first one, and I got it, and I'd like to eventually get a better Nightwing at some point. This is a recent one from Black Widow line, I believe, at Winter Soldier. I think that's from the new Black Widow line. I like this. I like Bucky. So, this is a Diamond Select Hawkeye from the movie, from the MCU style, Jeremy Renner. I have a lot of things like this wrapped up in their own little thing. They're just like set pieces that come with the figure. If I remember correctly, I think this came with Daredevil, the Diamond Select Daredevil a while back. I think that's what that's from. I could be wrong. But I just put them separately because they're too big to fit in the bag with the figure. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Like this right here. These came with the NECA Alien, the big chap. It's just the egg and the base that it goes on. I couldn't fit that in another bag with big chap, so I just put it in a separate bag. Stuff like that. Let me see here. This is something I actually forgot I got recently, and I stuck it on the top of the pile here. But I also have the Hot Toys one. I'm not going to take that down and show it off just because it's too much of a pain in the ass to get down from where it's at. But this is the NECA Christopher Reeve Superman. And yes, I do have the Hot Toys Christopher Reeve Superman. I got this recently. And I totally forgot I had it, to be totally honest with you. But it's great. I like it. Great likeness. Next up, Marvel Legends Venom. I think that's just kind of the best Venom look you're going to get. I'm not too big on overly bulky, long tongue Venom. I just like classic Venom. Another Black Series. This is one of the sisters. I believe this is from the game. I could be wrong. I think that's from the video game, the Fallen Order game. Because I believe somewhere in here is Cal Kestis as well. So once I find him, I'll show that off. Tiny little bag with the child in it. I got that when it first came out. Funny because there's just tons of them at Walmart here, and I pre-ordered it thinking it was going to be like this big sold-out thing, and it's everywhere. It's kind of that Walmart overstock curse thing that kind of happens. They kind of put all their eggs in one toy's basket, and it doesn't really work out. Kind of like Jar Jar Binks, and you just end up with a bunch of them. Even though the child is obviously way probably more appealing than Jar Jar Binks, but still. I have IG-11. This was, no, wait. Yeah. Is that this one? No, that is not this one. Or is this IG-88? I'm not gonna lie to you, I just got IG-11 and IG-88 confused. Either way, it's one of them. I'll just say that. So yeah, you tell me. I honestly don't remember. I believe this is actually IG-88 now that I'm looking at it. But, there's him. Let's see if I can find the set for that, and then I'll show that as well. Movie version of the Comedian. This is the variant without the mask. This is the Dagobah R2 that came out recently. This is the only R2 I have. I don't have like a cleaned up classic R2. I just haven't found one for a good price yet. I think there's a couple of re-releases that are coming out or something soon, so maybe I'll be able to get one. DC Direct Sandman. This is a Justice Society version. NECA T800 T2. My Walmart had a bunch of these at one point, to the point where they actually shipped a lot out, just like ones that weren't selling and stuff. Okay, there he is. There's Cal Kestis mentioned earlier from the game. This is a really new one. Johnny Silverhand from the Cyberpunk game. Game hasn't even come out. I bought it anyways. I'm going to get the game too, so. This is Marvel Legends Deadpool. I can't remember exactly which one this is from, but this is the one that comes with like a bunch of stuff. It's got the bazooka. It's got the different guns. I believe it comes with the taco. Yes, there is the taco. And interchangeable head. I think this is probably the best Deadpool you're going to get in terms of the Marvel Legends line. There's a lot of good ones, don't get me wrong, but... here's the Daredevil that goes with that base I showed you on the big bag. I really like this Daredevil. My one problem with it is he does not have any kind of, like, ab crunch. And that made him a pain in the ass to kind of pose in certain ways, so, I never really used him the way I would hope, so always kind of hoping and looking out for a better Daredevil. I'll probably make this the last one for this video, just because I know a new Spawn figure is coming out, that Todd McFarlane crowdfunded one. This is the Image Comics 10th anniversary Spawn. Try to get a good thing here. I do have the base that he came with. It's in a separate bag somewhere in here, if I eventually find it. But yeah, this is just, I love this figure. The like little chains move and everything. And yeah, so that's probably going to be kind of where I end this video. Like I said, I still got a little over half of this one tote left. So there's probably going to be a few videos on this. But yeah, we'll keep going and kind of see how it goes.